Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCAX, it's our live desk streaming show. We're checking in with our Claire Jones today. There was kind of a thing that we had found out about just around during our noon show yesterday regarding some mysterious powder found at Senator Bernie Sanders' office. So, Claire, just as we kind of jump into this, tell me what you saw when you first pulled up at the end of Church Street.
Right, John, yes, it did start during the noon show. We got a call to our newsroom. I just happened to be sitting there and picked it up, and somebody let us know that there was a lot of chaos going on at Upper Church Street, asking us to check it out, wondering what was going on. So, of course, we get over there. Our Haley Morgan was in the area, so we reached out to her as well. She went over there first. She got there before I did, and she immediately got her camera out, started getting video. She said when she showed up, she saw multiple Burlington police officers there, lots of different emergency vehicles, a hazmat truck, a fire truck with the Burlington Fire Department, what looked to be some undercover cars as well, all along Church Street. And she said she wasn't able to get any answers immediately. All of the first responders were definitely very busy in the moment, and so I got there shortly after her. At that point, some had already left. That was about 12:30. A lot of emergencies had already left at that. Emergency vehicles had left at that point. But we just went up. We started trying to talk to people. There were still hazmat crews who were not in their full hazmat gear. They were just in their regular uniforms. They were coming out of the building. People were going in and out at that point. So by the time we arrived, you could tell the chaos that we had heard about had definitely simmered down. But there were still a lot of emergency crews on scene. So something definitely happened. And they were all coming out of the building where Senator Sanders, his office is. There are other offices in that building. So it took us a while to confirm if it was actually his office, but there was a lot going on Upper Church Street yesterday.
Yeah, I know you had a lot of phone calls ahead of you, kind of digging into really what happened yesterday. But let's talk the investigation. Where does that stand now? And I guess what do we know so far?
At this point, what we know, state police, luckily they were able to. We reached out to them among a lot of different agencies. We were really trying to figure out what happened, who was in charge of this investigation, who had showed up to the scene initially. And luckily, our contacts with the state police were able to tell us while they are not involved, they do believe that the FBI and the USPS, the United States Postal Service, are investigating this incident. We have, even before hearing back from state police, we did reach out to both the FBI and USPS. And as of this morning, I just checked my email before hopping on this call. And as of right now, we haven't heard back, but I'm really hoping that we do at some point. Hopefully they can give us an update, just some more information about where they're at with this investigation, especially considering that the powder that was found was determined to be non-hazardous. But we will definitely be keeping up with them as far as how their investigation goes. But at this moment, we're still waiting to hear back from them.
No, absolutely. Claire, thanks so much. Again, we will be following this, of course, and look for some answers hopefully soon. But Claire, thanks so much for hopping on. I think I'll just show really quick the what scenes that are what yesterday looked like. But thanks so much for just some clarity.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, John. Have a good morning, everyone.
You too. Okay, that was our Claire Jones there. Just called out Church Street yesterday. So let's just take a look really quick of what we're talking about. This was from her yesterday around noon. So again, see a lot of these emergency vehicles. We don't have to go through the whole thing. We can scrub this, hazmat, etc. All again at the end of Church Street, Chase Bank, that building down the end there. So of course we'll be keeping a good eye on this, seeing what happens. But moving forward now. No secret, we said it all morning, that there is a bit of snow outside. This is a live look at our Echo Cam right now in Burlington. It's definitely starting to come down out there now. So, but yeah, so obviously as you head out and hit the roads and all that, you just want to keep a watchful eye on the road, of course. I think we've also said throughout the morning that it's a good day to, to ski and all that, but you do have to get there. So I think Peter's tied up in a meeting or something, so we'll just wait a sec. I can't give that much insight. Well, look who decided to show up. There he is, Peter Kamikauskas. Peter, we got a good amount of snow rolling into our way right now.
Yeah.
And, we set it all morning. This morning, we were live throughout our cut-ins today. Just going to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
Yeah, snow actually really beginning to fall even here in the Champlain Valley. Basically, the Champlain Valley point south is where we're seeing the snow already. Want to take you out to satellite and radar again. Even seeing some of those deeper shades of blue off to the south. Notice Bennington County even working its way towards Rutland County. Those are some decent snowfall rates of up to an inch to maybe even an inch and a half per hour some places. Want to show you I-90 run right now down towards Brattleboro. You can see a good amount of snow on the bridge deck already. Here's Route 9 Woodford, definitely looking like a snowy scene down in that direction, and visibility going to be reduced across much of the area here. Notice Middlebury Point south, that's where we're seeing reduced visibility. Good indication that we're seeing some moderate to heavier snow at times right now. So here's how the rest of the day shapes up. Snow becoming fairly widespread here as we head towards about midday, but beginning to wind down shortly after, especially across southern Vermont. Notice by about 3 o'clock, it's already making its exit across much of New York's North Country as well. 5, 6 o'clock, now most of us drying things out. Still hanging on to a few snow showers out across the Northeast Kingdom as well as into northern New Hampshire. Into the night tonight, there is still a chance that a few snow showers out there. Potentially maybe even a few snow squalls. Snow showers becoming a bit more confined to the mountains here into the day on Friday before beginning to wrap up as we head towards later Friday evening and Friday night. In terms of how much snow we're talking about, again, I also want to show you these snowfall rates. Some pretty decent rates of up to an inch to an inch and a half per hour at times here through the mid to late morning hours right into the early afternoon. Again, snow does begin to wind down here as we head towards later this evening, but I am concerned that the evening commute is probably going to be a slick one for a lot of us. In terms of how much snow we're talking about, fairly widespread, 2 to 5 inches of new snow out there. Probably a little bit lesser right in the immediate Champlain Valley, talking Burlington, Plattsburgh, the Champlain Islands. Up north, they could pick up an additional 1 to 3. 3 to 6, though, for the higher elevations of the Adirondacks and Green Mountains, especially along the eastern slopes of those mountains as well, before we wrap up as we head into the day tomorrow. Again, still hanging on to a few mountain snow showers for the day tomorrow, quieter for the day Saturday. Then comes Saturday night and into the day Sunday. It's another snowy system heading our way, John, and we do have growing confidence, especially at least southern Vermont, that they could possibly pick up 6+ inches of new snow again. So kind of keeping that fairly active pattern going.
Yeah, so it's almost like back and forth, and I feel like we're in the active part.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter. And thank you guys for watching Channel 3. Of course, you can watch me and Peter in just about a couple hours now at noon. See all of our content, WCAX.com. I think it does for us here. Stay warm.